Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the co-owner and creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to tell a fearful, avoidant attachment style individual about their attachment style or about attachment theory in general, right? Like I get this question all the time, especially as it relates to the avoidant attachment styles, which are I have a loved one, a romantic partner, somebody I'm seeing or dating, or a best friend, whatever it might be. And I've learned about attachment theory. I know that they're definitely the fearful avoidant type or the DA type or whatever it might be. And here I am really wanting to tell them and share this with them, but I'm worried about how to do it, if they'll be offended, if they'll push me away, if they won't take action on reading about it or learning about it on their own time. What do I do? How do I say it? So the answer is one of the first things you want to do for the fearful avoidant is realize that there's like these sort of points of the fearful avoidant that are really important. Number one, fearful avoidants usually love learning about themselves. They usually have this this sort of equilibrated piece where they're out of relationship to self, and whenever the mind gets the opportunity to equilibrate, like fill a bucket that's unfilled, especially if there are positive associations to that bucket, usually the mind will sort of go into overdrive trying to equilibrate. I would say as a general rule, fearful avoidants are like the type that are sort of like most likely to work on themselves the most deeply, because they often feel like, oh my gosh, I there's something I can do, there are things I can heal, so they tend to be really interested in this type of stuff. So you sort of want to leverage that potential interest along with making sure that nobody takes it the wrong way, because sometimes we'll think that an attachment style is like a diagnosis of some kind, and it's not. It's basically a subconscious set of patterns that we follow in terms of like the rules we've learned that determine how we relate to other people, right? And so it's not like you are this, and it's definitely not like you have to have this forever. Like, please know, and I say this like every so often on this channel, but I'll repeat it now. You don't have like your attachment style isn't something you're stuck with forever. You can do reprogramming work on your attachment style, and you can heal your attachment style and become secure. I have personally done it years ago. I have seen literally hundreds of people inside of personal development school do it at this point, like hundreds. And in a few short months, like, and it doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming process, as long as you know that you know what to target and how to target the right things. So please know that this isn't some kind of like you're stuck with this, and you have to make sure that if you're communicating about this to anybody you love, that you get really clear about that. You want to be like, you're this thing, because somebody can feel like you're labeling them, or, in a way that like, they're stuck with this label or idea. And what you can say is like, you would be classified, for example, as most likely the fearful avoidant attachment style. But this is just like our rule book, our at the subconscious level, just the ways we know how to relate to other people, with in terms of boundaries, in terms of our core wounds, in terms of our needs, in terms of what love language we're most likely to be sort of connected with, or using the most. So there's just these subconscious patterns, and these things can be changed. And you want to really say that to somebody as well, so it doesn't feel like it can be taken in an offensive way. So you want to tell somebody that they can heal these things, they can grow, tell them some insights. You can even start, if you're worried that the person is sensitive to criticism or takes things personally very easily, you can even start by saying, I'm learning about this. This is my attachment style. Here are the main characteristics of the other ones. Which one do you think you are? And sort of open the dialogue in that way. And just remember, as you're having this conversation with anybody, you don't have to do the work for them. It doesn't have to be something they learn about, but you're sort of presenting the option, and you can see if they sort of want to learn more, or do some more research about it. And I think the more you sort of mention things over time and share from your own experience, often the more people become naturally interested as well. And so that's a sort of fail safe strategy. If you don't even want to say you are this, you can just repeatedly mention what you're doing, what you're learning about, etc. And then the last thing I'll say here in terms of this video is it can also be very beneficial, to, if you are the fearful avoidant, some of the big things that you have to focus on are reprogramming your core wounds. The best course inside PDS for that is the Emotional Mastery Belief Reprogramming. It goes in a tremendous amount of detail. Also, the Subconscious Reprogramming course has like 21 different key tools for reprogramming. So you can kind of like pick and choose what flavors you want to work with. And then learning to have needs and knowing what your needs are and expressing them to other people, communicating about them, and also setting boundaries and learning to derive your sense of self from the inside out, getting clear on strengthening your self identity, setting boundaries before you have to set them from a place of like anger and fury, but instead learning to set boundaries from a place of like just open communication and conversation. All of these things are so important when it comes to healing the fearful avoidant attachment style. So, those are sort of places that a loved one of yours might want to start. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.